Damn. What's up, y'all? Sad day in the wrestling world. I'm sure y'all heard the news by now, but we lost a legend. We lost an icon. Man, we lost Hulk Hogan. Say, how you feel about it, brother? I know you hurt.
I really don't care about Hulk Hogan. So,
Bro, don't come on here doing that, bro. We not gonna do this. Like, Hulk Hogan's a legend. He done so much for us. Like, no, we ain't doing that. We gotta pay our respects.
man,
Like, man, I can't believe this day, bro. I thought it was fake because usually I didn't see it a couple times, but it was a hoax, so I didn't pay no attention to it. But then everybody kept saying it, and it wasn't going away like normally it would. I said, "Damn, this must be true." And I looked it up, and like, man, we lost a legend. Said, "R.I.P. Hulk Hogan." Said, "Rest in peace." Said, "Man, I hope everything's good with his family and
man,
everything." What?
I
What you saying
guess
that for? Huh?
I
Like,
don't like Hulk
man,
Hogan, so
why you don't
he
like
wasn't a good
what?
person.
Well, I talking about he wasn't a good person.
Nope.
Oh, man.
So,
So, bro, what are we talking about here? Wrestling, right?
yeah.
Okay, then. He might not have been one of the best people. A lot of people ain't. But that doesn't deny what he did in wrestling, though. You got to give him his flowers and give him his love for what he did in wrestling. Fans don't ever want to do that. Just because he was a bad person, you wanted to boo him. His last memory of being in WWE, we booed him. Well, I wouldn't say we because I didn't do it. The people
Oh,
in that
you booed
arena,
him to stop
no, I
that.
didn't. The people in the arena booed him. And that was sad, and everybody was laughing online. Time I look, Hulk Hogan got booed on Netflix. First day ever on Netflix. Like he didn't rip his shirt off right. He was like, "Let me get the fuck up out of here." Like, man, he was embarrassing and ashamed, and y'all did that to that man for everything he did for y'all. It's crazy how the world just turned, but it's not crazy because the world is just negative. That's what he is.
Oh, turn.
Like that's just how it go nowadays. Everything is negative, and that's what sells is negativity. You know, anybody who's great, anybody doing something, nobody give a fuck because it don't mean nothing. You're gonna find something to pick at, something to be negative about, and something to say, oh, he wasn't who he was, or he didn't do what he did. But that don't take away his legacy because y'all motherfuckers don't determine that. Shoot.
Nobody is taking away his
No,
legacy
y'all
in
always try to take away his
WWE.
legacy. So
Okay, so answer me this: when we talk about Hulk Hogan, do we talk about oh man he was terrible in Daddy? No, we just say he
nope.
was a terrible person.
Yeah, well, you talk about you. The only thing you say about Hulk Hogan is he's a terrible person. So you ruining his legacy. That's all you talk about.
He
You
don't.
don't never say nothing about everything he did in wrestling and why we got the great sport that we have now. Y'all never say nothing about that. It's only about what he did recently, and that's it.
He ruined
So
his
stop
legacy.
it. He
He
did
ruined his
ruin it. He
legacy.
did.
Okay
He did for
then.
what he did. Yes, but I'm just trying to tell the whole story though. All thing y'all want to tell is what y'all want to tell because the world is full of negativity. That's the only thing that sells and the only thing y'all want to do because that's easy. Should because everybody else gonna come with you and crowd with you, and y'all all gonna do it. So all y'all feel powerful, like oh yeah, look at it all pouring on Hulk Hogan. Like we glad he gone. I'm not. Like rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. I miss you. Shoot, I would never forget what everything you did for us. Shoot, that's sad. Then you look up the
Yes.
story.
Oh yeah. Let me get the story. Let me read the little article about your boy Hulk Hogan.
That's crazy,
Let me
bro. I
get
can't believe you
okay. It
doing
says.
this. After everything that man did, you need to
Mhm.
stop that, bro. Hulk
It
Hogan's
says
a legend.
wrestling legend Hulk Hogan. Okay, he's a legend. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died
Yeah,
at
icon actually. Yeah,
71 years
icon.
old. Okay, a lot of people are icons.
Not like Hulk Hogan though. He stands above himself. He on Mount Rushmore. He one of them four that's on there.
And
Without him, it wouldn't be nothing. You can hate him and whatever. He's on that Mount Rushmore. If you don't put him on there, you don't know wrestling. Nobody respects you, and you ain't no real wrestling fan. Like most of you ain't. But go ahead. My bad.
wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died at 71 years old. Medics were dispatched to Dudley's Icon's Clearwater, Florida home early Thursday morning with operators stating it was regarding a cardiac arrest. A
Damn.
video of the scene outside Hogan's residence shows responders desperately trying to save his life as he was transported to an ambulance. In the clip, several paramedics appear to be conducting chest compressions as Hogan is wheeled to the emergency vehicle. Cops tell his official responded to the call at 9:51 a.m. and Hogan was treated by Clearwater Fire and Rescue personnel, being taken to a nearby hospital. Said he was pronounced dead at the hospital. During a news conference Thursday morning, Clearwater Police Nate Burnside said Hawk died at 11:17 a.m. before adding, "There are no signs of foul play or suspicious activity." Just a few weeks ago, Hogan's wife, Sky, whom he married in September 2023, denied rumors he was in a coma, stating his heart was strong as he recovered from surgeries. "We broke the story last month. There were rumblings Hogan was on his deathbed, but we were told at the time he was just dealing with symptoms of neck procedure he underwent in May."
Dang.
Hulk Hogan, born Terry Jean Bowley, transformed professional wrestling into a family entertainment sport. Before Hulk, wrestling catered to a fairly narrow audience. Hulk's theatrics in the ring were magnetic for children and their parents, and it supercharged the sport. Hogan kickstarted a pop culture phenomenon with Hulkamania after defeating Iron Sheik for the World Heavyweight Championship in 1984, a craze that never went away, and his signature bandana and handlebar mustache were often copied by fans in the crowds for decades. In
Decades.
1990, okay. In 1996, Hulk transformed himself from hero to villain. He created the NWO New World Order and became Hollywood Hulk Hogan. It propelled him in professional wrestling to even more fame. Hogan had countless iconic performances, including a matchup with Dwayne The Rock Johnson at WrestleMania
Mm-hmm.
in,
Iconic.
in, two, in 2002 when they faced off with Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 and had memorable feuds with Ultimate Warrior and Randy Savage. Hawk was inducted into the Dudley Hall of Fame in 2005. He was removed in 2015 after a scandal erupted over racist comments while he was being secretly recorded during a sexual encounter. Gawker posted the clip of Hawk subsequently sued, winning the lawsuit. Hawk was inducted a second time into the Dudley Hall of Fame in 2020, this time as a member of the NWO. Duddy released a statement on Hogan's death saying, "One of pop culture's most recognizable figures, Hogan helped Duddy achieve global recognition in the 90s. Duddy extended his condolences to Hogan's family and fans." Okay.
That was a lot. Dang. Appreciate that, brother. Same and reading all that. So what would be Hulk Hogan's final legacy when you think about him?
That he is an icon in Duddy. He paved the way. We know all this.
But why don't y'all say it though?
Oh my
That's the
goodness.
problem. Only thing y'all say is the scandal. Shoot, I know he's a racist. We all know this. But that don't take away from what he did though. That's all I'm saying. I get it.
We not taking away from what he did. We don't bash him for the in ring. We know how great he was. We know he made Duddy what it is today.
So, like I said, what's his final legacy in your eyes? When you think about Hulk Hogan, what would you remember him as?
That he was an icon and he changed the game and he was a little racist and don't forget it.
See, he had a little sprinkle on
Well,
top.
hey, I wouldn't say little, but he was a racist. So I ain't gonna try to give him benefit of the doubt.
That's crazy. So when I first started watching wrestling, I watched with my grandpa and like my dad was into really my grandpa, right? He came up watching Hulk Hogan when he was bigger. You know, he was watching during Hulkamania, so he was there. Like I always wish that I could live through that and really felt like what it really was. Cause when you reading it and watching it back, it looks nice and like, oh shoot, look, everybody all crazy and see Hulk Hogan do all them cool moments. But to live through it is something different. And I feel that same way about Stone Cold. And I'm glad and I'm happy and I'm so appreciative that I got to see John Cena and I'm getting to see Roman Reigns now. Because wrestlers like them, they change the game forever. You know, there's others that come along, they change it too. But there's certain ones that live in that pantheon that live to that upper room that nobody else can get through because of what they did and what they stand for. Right? like you was reading. Like the truth is, WWE wasn't that big at all before Hulk Hogan. Yes, they was probably doing good, but they was probably was just like a territory. But when Hulk Hogan came in there, he blew the roof off and turned it into a global company. He was a pop culture phenomenon. He took it to a whole new stage, right or wrong.
You right?
That's because of Hulk Hogan. And then it kept growing and growing to what it is today. But it all started with him. It all started with him main event WrestleMania 1 with Mr. T versus the Roddy Piper. Him lifting up Andre and tearing his bicep and messing his body up, getting him all the way up and slamming him on the ground. That shook the whole foundation of this world. Because nobody couldn't believe that he did that. That's probably one of the greatest moments ever in wrestling. What tops that moment?
I can name some, but it's up there.
No, I don't know if it's. I think that's the one. I don't know anything can top that. Like it's probably like certain few, but that one is in the conversation for sure. Cause that changed everything.
Yeah, because that was like the first iconic moment
Mm-hmm.
in wrestling.
Yeah, they had. I can say you had iconic feud and Macho Man. Like, bro, you just keep going on and on and on. What this man did. Like my problem is just y'all always just want to throw in, oh, he's a racist, he's a racist, he's a racist. Then y'all want to make jokes about the N word. That's all y'all want to talk about, want to do, like because it seems like it's cool nowadays because all y'all is doing it, and like only thing that sells is negativity. I'm not here. I'm never gonna be the one to pout on and put negativity on his name. I'm gonna tell you about the great things that man did, and that was that without him, wrestling would not be where it is today. He gave us so many iconic moments, like you said, like him turning heel, the NWO. You know what that did? He saved wrestling twice. He started back then, and then because he did NWO, that made WWE to decide they want to turn to the Attitude Era, and that's what Bret Stone Cold and The Rock and them. But none of that's going to be said, right? Hulk Hogan, that might not even happen. We don't know. Maybe they still would have done it, but without Hulk Hogan, it wouldn't have happened how it happened. Because they had to do it, or WWE would have been gone. Because NWO was killing them in the ring because of NWO. Because that's Hulk Hogan. Not too many people's names ring like his. But because all these last couple of years, y'all threw dirt on his name, now the man come out their Netflix and y'all boo the shit out of him. That was sad. See, look, that's what I'm saying. It's sad. It's
we
a sad.
booed the shit out of them.
I boo the shit out of them. It's accepted behavior to be negative in this world, and it's cool to do this. So everybody online is trying to get their best jokes out. Say, oh, let me say this. Let me hear everybody type. Everybody's fingers is hurting and bleeding because they typing all this negativity about Hulk Hogan. And if anybody do say anything positive,
but you act like no. But you act like we don't have a reason to.
Y'all do
There's
have
a reason to.
Y'all had a reason to be negative.
We not talking about him.
And y'all got a reason to be positive.
We not discrediting his legacy. We ain't said nothing about him in WWE terms. We ain't said nothing bad about him. We talking about, oh man, Hulk Hogan, that man not an icon of us no more just because of what he did outside of the ring. No, we just talking about what he did outside of the ring. We not saying, oh man, we taking away his icon stuff. We ain't said none of that.
See, that's y'all's problem. Y'all think just because y'all don't say it that it's cool. I never said that he never did none of this in wrestling. I never said that. The problem is, only thing that you're saying and the only thing y'all pounding on, all y'all agreeing upon is that he was a racist. That's the only thing that's been talked about. That's the problem. It's not that y'all saying the positivity part and then y'all saying what he did also. Only thing y'all talking about is the negative part.
That's
and you think it's okay.
Thing.
You think it's okay because you say,
but there is
we're not saying this
too.
No, there's positivity out there, but you're never gonna find it because all y'all are just doing the negative. It's the same shit over and over. Y'all gonna beat it over and over and over again because y'all think it's funny. And it's acceptable in this world to do that. So everybody finna do it. And y'all typing behind y'all's little computers because y'all think y'all tough. I get it. Like we know what's going on. Shoot. Like y'all got a choice to make. Y'all want to say the negative or say what he actually did.
Oh, so we got to choose a side?
No, y'all don't have to choose a side. That's just what y'all do. Y'all choose just to do one thing and don't never acknowledge the other side. And then you get called upon it. Be like, I never said that. It's not that you didn't say that. It's what you choose to say. That's what y'all don't understand. You don't never say both. Shoot, I know he's a racist. I know he did, and he was wrong for that. Shoot, but also I'm not gonna take away from what he did in wrestling industry. Without him, there wouldn't be no WWE. There wouldn't be none of that. What the sport I love and what's in my heart wouldn't even exist without Hulk Hogan. Shoot, Stone Cold might not even exist without Hulk Hogan. Roman Reigns, John Cena, none of them wouldn't be here without that man. But y'all don't want to see it like that. All y'all want to see it. Oh, he's a racist. That's the only thing y'all want to say and type till y'all hands fall off. Shoot, like tell him John Dre using social media the other day. What they talking about?
Same old. How he's a terrible person. So and everybody
I
knows this.
told you. That's the only thing they wanted to
But
say.
we just gotta make sure. But we just gotta make sure it's known. Everybody know him from wrestling. That's worldwide known. People be forgetting that. He did do some scandalous stuff. You can't be praising someone that did do a lot of bad stuff now.
So if he came out during Netflix when the world was watching, the black wrestlers would come out saying they don't want to talk about Hulk Hogan by what he did. Doesn't that sound like people know? Don't people know what happened? How long have you known about what happened? Long ass time, huh? So
Okay,
why would you come
yes,
on?
I
Okay, then
have.
why would you come out here and lie and say, "Oh, we got her just saying what need to be said so people know what happened"? I think we know, right? So that means you choosing to keep bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up and pounding on because all your friends and all the people you don't who know who types behind screens is saying it too. And you want to make sure your joke is good and you got the most impressions and the most likes on your post. That's the problem. So you choosing to be this way because that's the kind of people you are. That's the kind of society we have, and that's why the world is what it is.
Mm,
Shoot, y'all getting exposed for y'all behavior and what y'all do. So y'all choose to be negative. Shoot,
okay,
if that man
okay.
was just like that and that was it, okay, we understand because that's just who he is. But the simple fact that we all coming on here and we all gotta pay our respects and that the whole talk is about Hulk Hogan, it tell you what that man actually did. It couldn't just be that he was racist. You know why? Because there's a lot of racists in this world. So why is it his name the one that's being brought up? There had to be more to the story than just what y'all portraying and pushing to the media and all the kids who don't know about Hulk Hogan. Because they gonna grow up just knowing, oh, he was a racist, he was a racist, he was a racist. That's
They
all they
won't.
gonna. That's all
They
they gonna
won't.
know. That's all they gonna know
Because
because it's all been pushed. That's
answer me
all that's
this.
been pushed.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because all the big news articles, what's the first thing they say about Hulk Hogan when it comes to news articles? Oh, he was an icon. Then it gets down to the scandal because they want people to know that too. But the first thing you hear they say is, "Oh man, he was a legend, an icon, and he paved the way." That's the first thing they say.
So for one, you think people nowadays really read news articles or they be on social media?
Goodness, they
They
do
go, they go,
both.
they listen what people saying was heard, right? Second off, did that news article actually say what he actually did? Anybody can do the standard. Oh, he was an icon. He was in great feuds. Talking about what he actually did. Should get into it and actually listen what he actually did and all that. I get it. Growing up, I know when you read into it, I know the kind of politician he was and that he did certain things to stay on top. I get it. But without that, he wrestling wouldn't been what it is today. And yeah, he held a lot of people down like Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior could have been bigger. I get it. I know the whole landscape and the whole everything that happened. I'm just saying, put some respect and honor that man for what he did. Yes, you could say he was a racist because he was. He was a terrible person, but just don't make that the only thing that you talk about. Shoot, 'cause he did so much more than that. Shoot, what about him versus The Rock?
It was good. No one is taking that away from him.
Hey, what about him putting over Brock Lesnar? Is that
And
gonna
like
be
I
talked
said,
about? Hey, was that? Hey, let me ask you a question. Was that in that article too? That he put over Brock Lesnar?
no.
Oh no! Oh no! Right? They didn't talk about that point, correct? What about the dream match we never got? Hulk Hogan versus Stone Cold.
Like you
They talk
said, we
about
never
that
got
one.
it.
What that one they talked about and that we missed out on, so then so people can see. Oh, why would this a big dream match? Why would Stone Cold, who revealed versus Hulk Hogan, be a big dream match? Then they would go look up his history and see. Oh, okay, we understand because these two people saved wrestling, and they two the most iconic, two biggest figures that ever exist in wrestling. So to have them fight would be iconic. But that's when Stone Cold left WWE, so we didn't get to do that, and that's when The Rock stepped in. So we still got that, right? What about NWO? What about him versus Sting? What about him putting over Goldberg? None that's been talked about, correct? Yes, I know him and Sting was terrible. How it all shake down. The end of that match was bad. I get it. Like, bro, none of this stuff is ever gonna be talked about. Like, I know what he did with Yokozuna, what he did with Bret Hart.
It is gonna be talked about. You know why? Because it's all over the internet, so it will always be there.
So did you know about any of this?
Yes, I knew about all of this. Obviously, it's Hulk Hogan. He's the biggest freaking daddy. Everybody knows.
Tell me your biggest Hulk Hogan memory, and don't say nothing negative.
Well, my biggest Hulk Hogan. Well, I wouldn't say my favorite Hulk Hogan memory was him and Macho Man when they was
Mm,
fighting over
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
He was
That
wrong
was
for that
good.
too. He
That
should
was
have been
probably like
messing
his
with that.
best fight ever.
He shouldn't have been messing with that man's wife. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if they was married. Were they married at the time? Or that just his girlfriend? I
I
don't
think they was
remember.
married. I don't remember.
I don't remember they was married or that's his girlfriend at the time. But he should have messed. He should have been messing with his woman.
Yeah.
Macho Man wasn't playing no games. He was pissed, boy. I said, oh man, that might have been his most iconic feud. Was that one?
Yeah.
Like it just my kind of moment is probably either that one or when he turned heel in NWO, the Andre Giant, or when he turned heel in NWO. That's
Yeah.
the most iconic moments.
Yeah, those are his most
But
iconic too. His Andre Giant and his heel turn.
hmm his heel turn, yeah.
Yeah.
But him putting over Ultimate Warrior WrestleMania was good when he was a world champion and Ultimate Warrior the IC champion. That was great.
Yeah.
Him fighting Iron Sheik, going into Iran and fighting Iron Sheik when the world was like it was. That was a great moment. Him versus Roddy Piper. He had a lot of great moments. I just don't want it to be swept on the run what he did. That's the only thing I'm saying. 'Cause he did a lot. I only think people know that he did put Brock Lesnar over like he did. That was like one of the last things he ever did. Him and Shawn Michaels was terrible because Shawn Michaels was mad at him and did what he did. I'm like, it is what it is. We know how Hogan is. Like he wasn't a good person. Like I'm not disputing that he wasn't a good person. There's a lot of stuff he did. Like one of the things in wrestling that I don't like what he did to Bret Hart. Because Bret Hart was supposed to win the world title and he came in and he beat Yokozuna and took the title.
Mm-hmm.
Bret Hart had to wait another year to get it.
Yeah.
I don't like that was wrong because your time was up. Like Hulkamania was done. It was Bret Hart's time.
Yeah.
It
He
was a
did
new
a lot of
generation.
bad.
He did a lot of bad.
And a lot of good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just I don't because the older generation you ain't gotta say nothing. They know what happened. They revere. They love. They hear this. They love Hulk Hogan. They probably start crying. Because they lived through it. They know what he was.
Mm-hmm.
It just now that this generation we just know so much, and the word gets around so fast, and then everything if it's negative, it's gonna be agreed upon, and then it's gonna run. So
Don't say
now,
negative. It's the truth.
but it's still negative though. Even though it's the truth, it's still negative,
It's not
right?
negative. Him being
So
racist is not negative.
that is negative.
Oh man.
It's a truth, but it's still negative, right? It's not good to be. It's not. Is it good to be racist? That a positive thing? No, it's negative. I get what you're saying. That it's the truth. It's like it's half the story. Yes, I get it. So I just don't want his lasting legacy to be that. That's what it was. That's who he was, right? Because that's why you talk like you talk. That's all. That's all what you mainly know. And what
It
you think about
won't be.
and what do you think about the?
It just be the fans.
And what do you think about the people that coming up behind you that's not here? What do you think they gonna think about him? Because the first thing they gonna hear about, like we all know, is that he was a racist. That's gonna be the very first thing they hear
That won't
about,
be the first thing. Stop it, dude.
bro. It's
Because
gonna
if
be
they
the very
Duddy,
first thing,
because if they're Duddy fans, Duddy, they're going to promote Hulk Hogan in a good way. They're not going to promote him in a bad way. They aren't going to look at what the fans saying. They're going to look at what Duddy is saying.
bro. Did they promote Hulk Hogan bad during Netflix? Or Mike Cole said on commentary verbatim himself that he's one of the pioneers. He's the one who got us where we are today, and they still did what they did to him.
Yeah, because the fans know the
Okay,
truth.
okay, then stop the bullshit.
Oh, man.
God damn, you know how this world is. Damn, we gotta be here. We gotta tell the whole story. Shoot, like I said, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Shoot, one of the pioneers, one of the Mount Rushmores. Shoot. So, hey,
Yes.
who your Mount Rushmore in wrestling? Who's the four people you know?
But obviously, John Cena. Um, I don't know because the Mount Rushmore is so different. But I would go John Cena.
Yeah, no, Mount Rushmore is not the greatest. It's not who you think the greatest in the list is. It's who your four people.
Yes, I John Cena, Roman Reigns, Shawn Michaels, and I guess Hulk Hogan. Then man,
That's crazy. Yeah, I kind of that fourth spot is tough. Cause I'm gonna go Hulk Hogan. For me, seeing John Cena is just he's everything to me.
yeah, that
Then
man
Roman
ran
Reigns.
what 10,
Yeah,
15
then
years.
that's what I'm saying. Like he was this generation Hulk Hogan. John Cena was.
Mm-hmm.
Then Roman Reigns is just a whole nother level. Like,
Yeah,
bro, how
he's
somebody
this
that?
generation.
Yeah, how's a motherfucker that good? Like, how's he that good? And the fourth is just preference because you can throw the Rock in, you can throw Stone Cold in for what he did. You can go get Bruno San Martino. You can just throughout the whole history, Billy Graham. You can go through the whole history and just say whoever you want, Triple H, for what he's doing now and what you know. That's just preference. I don't even know. You can say Undertaker, greatest character of all time.
Mm-hmm.
My fourth though, I will always love this guy. Cause I always want to give his flock. He don't get talked about as much. Bret Hart. I love me some Bret Hart. In a time when Duddy wasn't doing great business and wasn't as popular as it is now or was after like during the Attitude Era, Bret Hart held us down. He held us down.
Yeah,
Like
he
bro, that
did.
man was so damn good. I wish that 1996 screw job never happened and he got to stay in longer and finish the career out the right way. Because him going to NWO and they didn't know what to do with him, and then the thing with Goldberg. I'm like, Brett deserved better in so many ways. That man was
Yeah.
man. He put over Shawn Michaels.
Mm,
I'm like, that man's different. I don't. That's what that would be my fourth, but the fourth one's up for debate. But I feel like the other three you can't really say. No, you can say Ric Flair.
yeah.
So I'm like, it's all just preference. It's just it's a sad day in wrestling, man. I miss you, Hulk. Like, bro. I just wish this last time we seen him would have been better. Cause the last memory we have of him is gonna be the Netflix. Cause none of us was hearing, but they was keeping it hush hush, which should be when somebody's that sick, it should just be private to the family. It shouldn't be released to the public where everybody know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's gonna make it rough
Mm-hmm.
because you see what's going on now. So
Yeah.
everybody going to just hitting them up, saying all crying. I cannot even imagine the stuff they saying to the Hawks family. That's the saddest part when you think about it. Cause you know why people in this world they are demons. Like they are just terrible, terrible
Mm-hmm.
people. They feel like this a time where they didn't get everything off their chest. Well, I'm gonna get everything off mine. Hulk Hogan, I appreciate everything you did and all the great iconic feuds you gave us, and you helping move wrestling forward and get us where we are today. Because without wrestling, I wouldn't be here, and I would lose one of the things that I hold near and dear to my heart. So, to Hulk Hogan, I love you and I miss you, and rest in peace. Any final words, Book?
No.
Johnny, don't end it like that, bro.
So Hulk Hogan, okay then. Hulk Hogan, he was an icon and he paved the way, but he wasn't a good person. So
Oh man, can you at least say rest in peace though, and condolences to his family? 'Cause they going through a lot.
they're not. So they good in life. So they're
Man,
not
bro,
worried
you
about
guys,
nothing.
you gotta stop that. But yeah, but we reached the end line. Like I said, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Peace.